now you're reviewing with power. As I said before, I'm starting to do more live action stuff, just because. So even if you hate or love it, you're stuck with it from now on. I know I don't have the prettiest mug to look at, but it's what the good Lord gave me, so ready or not, here I come. Hey, what's up gamers, it's K-Wing here. In the flesh. Is this a music game? No, this game is more like a noisemaker for toddlers. Anyway, welcome to review number 91 officially of Wii Music for the Nintendo Wii. Let's get things rolling. You guys didn't think there was a story, did you? I made monkeys out of all of you. Wii Music's ultimate goal is for you to try and make music. In lessons, you can learn how to play the game and make different arrangements. Games mode consists of 3 minigames. The first is Mi Maestro, also known as the orchestra game. Next is the drunk version of Guitar Hero using a bell choir. Pitch Perfect is the last of the minigames, and it's actually fun. No, really! The balance board is the drum mode, and boy is it bad. You can either take lame lessons or try your luck in a band. Jam Session is where you can pick one of 6 parts to destroy the 52 songs in your arsenal. Awesome! Wii Music doesn't give you ratings or points. You do it yourself. If you were playing this, red flags should have been going off at this point. Hold it, it gets worse. Besides making music, if you can call it racket music, players are able to create a CD and then send the joy to their friends. They too can be in pain watching your musical achievements. So, the overall point of this game is to get together with some friends and make some noise. I mean music! Now, Wii Music has a lot of different control methods. Yeah, right, actually it only has 4. In order to play the piano, you position your hands as such, and then just move the controllers up and down. It's not rocket science, and it's actually kind of fun. In order to play hard, you would hit the remotes harder, and in order to play soft, you would of course just very lightly tap. For the rhythm instruments, what you do is you swing the controllers just like you're drumming, and then to hit the cymbals, you'd hold the C and A button. In order to play strings instruments, you want to hold the controller as such, and then put the violin bow right here, and hold in the C and the Z buttons in order to change the pitch. To play the flute, you hold it as such, and you hit the 1 and 2 buttons. Then for brass instruments, you would do it like this. And for the saxophone, you lift up, down, and I change the pitch and such. For the guitar instruments, you want to hold the nunchuck like this, and then you strum with your hand like this. And you can change pitches and stuff by holding the C and the Z buttons and the B and the A and stuff like that. First, don't expect to be blown away with the graphics. The presentation is simplified just like the other Wii series games. Your Mii is the centered focus of this game, which isn't bad, but it's been done to death, I'm afraid. The stage or scene begins with one spotlight on a blackened stage. As your Mii begins to get into the groove, other characters begin to play and make you conform to their rhythm. These characters aren't Miis though, actually they're more like deformed Muppets if you will. Yay! I know, bad Kermit impersonation. For the most part, the detail of the instruments is spot on too, plus the shiny floors are a nice touch. The music has 52 songs and only gives us 7 classic Nintendo themes. Then you're tortured with different arrangements of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star and licensed music that is older than me. Not even any good 80s music either, just lame stuff. Another lame factor is that it's poor MIDI music too. Nintendo, you could do better, especially considering that this is quote a first-party title. I would expect much more from you. Although if you're brave enough to try the improv, the music is surprisingly good, which you'll continue to hear throughout this review. Wii Music is the 5th in the series. The series consists of Wii Sports, Play, Chess, and of course Wii Fit, which is amazing for getting you into shape. Now the main man himself showed us a demo of the orchestra and what it looked like and how fun it was in E3 2006. Had the game come out then, maybe people would have forgiven its crappiness. Last year's E3 2008, Miyamoto showcased the game's potential use of instruments, and talked about letting people play around a set chord progression and changing and arranging songs. It sounded like a blast. What killed this game for so many people happened before it even released. I'm of course referring to this hilarious scene on stage Now, Wii Music does make use of the balance board too for playing lousy drums, but why would you ever want to? Okay, so the idea to be able to play your favorite Nintendo songs sounds great, right? Wrong! Don't believe me? Take a listen to this! What you're hearing is how most likely 80% of the people who buy this game will sound like. Now that's pretty bad, isn't it? Regrettable, my capture card has a 1-second time delay, meaning in order to play this music game, I had to play on the offbeats. And let me tell you, unless you're rhythm challenged, that's a hard thing to do. Actually, I got scared that I lost my talent and rushed to play my kit soon after this. Luckily, it was just the game. You're probably thinking I'm being too hard on this game. As a gamer, it's okay for an hour. But if you're a musician, stay clear. Okay, being a jazz percussionist, I've got behind some pretty crappy drum sets. But I have to say that the virtual set inside Wii Music is by far the worst. And playing toms with the directional pads and joystick? What are you kidding me? Not to mention the kick pad and the hi-hat pedal are off by a split second. It's fine if you're tone deaf, but if you're a real professional drummer, or even somebody who's remotely good at playing drums, you will suck every time. Believe it or not, there is some fun elements to this game. I'm talking, of course, of Pitch Perfect. Me and my wife played this for a while, and it was both funny and challenging, and probably the only real musical aspect of this game. Think of it like music theory on a low level. While this may be a very simple approach, it's still pretty engaging and fun. Now, most of you know that Wii Orchestra fans have been waiting for 2 years for Wii Music. This mode is great fun and gives the feeling of conducting a real orchestra. It also makes full use of the Wiimote as a baton and gives you full control of the symphony. My only drawback is this mode isn't very long, although I think Nintendo should have added all 52 songs for this mode too. What's great about this is if you play soft, you can. You can slow the orchestra down, you can make it fast, you can make it hyper, you can make it loud, you can make it crescendo. It's just so awesome! Although, the last thing that a lot of people said they don't like is improv mode. Now, I actually like this, because being able to play improv is what being a jazz percussionist is what I live for, is improv. It's just so much fun. I could sit in with a good trio and play for hours, and that's exactly what happened with Wii Music. However, this game does have a lot of problems. The thing that I don't like about improv is you're not composing the songs. Every time you play, you're trapped into playing the same chords over and over and over again. You can change keys, tempo, play different notes, etc., but you can never venture out of the same old pattern, which is a real shame if you think about it. Wii Music had the potential to be a great game, but Nintendo ventured off the same old familiar musical pattern of games. Now, I'm not knocking them for trying something different. The DS and Wii are proof that venturing out of a 25-year-old sinking ship is a good thing. However, the Big N should collaborate more with musicians and get their input. That being said, I give this game a 3 out of 10. Still, what you have to remember is not every Nintendo title will always strike gold. So parents, if you bought this game for anybody older the age of 4, then I pity you greatly. I would find some way to exchange it or trade it in and get a real music game like Guitar Hero or Rock Band. Or better yet, you could buy your kids real music lessons. Anyway guys, God bless and happy gaming. 2009 is going to be a very interesting year. This is K-Wing saying, see you then.